Hello and welcome back to Cities Skylines and the city of Doverton. In this episode, we're just going to be continuing on from where we left off last time. Just enjoying following this train through the old districts and Florence Park and stuff. Just enjoying some of these details. It's really nice, I think. So what I had noticed what I had thought that I should probably do first. Well, I'll do this first. Is probably a fence along the sides of this train line to try and keep people safe when they're walking along this road. So if they'll come in here and we'd have just put like the amusement park fence. I think that looks like something that would keep people out of the railway. To keep people off the train line coming through here. Connected in up there, so have this. Don't need to go down any further. And all the way up here. That should keep everyone safe. What I will just do is raise that just a little bit. Get rid of the abyss showing through here. We will lower this down a little bit. There you go, that should have it. Nice. Okay, now that that's done, we can move on to doing other things. So one thing I thought I should be doing is just continuing up here with more of this housing, same as it was before. But also, I had another thought about down here. Turn this into an amusement park, coming down this spit of land under point. The other thing is, so that's sort of where I am at the moment. Maybe an amusement park down here, more housing up here, just trying to grow. At the moment, I'm trying to aim for the next landmark, get to metropolis at 75,000. So all we need is another 15,000. And then we're going to get the final one up to 90,000. And then all of this gets unlocked, and I can start unleashing my big grand plans that I want to start bringing in. So that's all to come up in future episodes. But what I'm going to do now, there's a fire coming on here, typical. Yep, standard Doverton on fire. It's a university this time. What I had been spotting in the last few episodes, the number of people here is huge. A big drop down at 3,900. It was up at 4,500 for a while, and I was making a shed load of money from it. But as it currently stands, we are coming along nicely, and it's a big money maker for the city. And hopefully it's only going to get busier. The other thing I'm going to do is put a bus line. We've got one that comes up through the centre here. We have one that comes down through this area to pick people up and bring them back into this hub. Anyway, I'll be back in a few seconds once I have filled up all of this with a big grid and just carried on much like this to get it all sorted. But the other thing I did while I was gone, as I said, was put a footbridge here and stopped pedestrians crossing here and here. I'm still allowing it across this way. Same down here, I've got rid of these two crossings and replaced it with a bridge and lots of trees. So anyway, as I say, I'll fill it up with a grid. I'll be back in a bit. Okay, so we've gone for a very simple grid as we have the whole way through. I've just sort of neatened up along this edge here. There's a jiggle of the train line around a bit. As I say, this is all going to have to be moved around at some point, so it's a bit winky wonky at the moment, but we'll have to come through and sort that. I've zoned it up already, and we watched this all already multiple times over here, and over here, and over here, so it's well avoided now. But I have noticed this bit here, as we can be just zoned up. So that's all in there. Need some more water, because our water availability is dropping. Pop another water tower in over here, I think. Just down next to the next down to the river and the road. I know it's strange not putting it in the middle of a roundabout, but that'll do for now. And while we're doing it, I'll just check the electricity. We've still got shed loads of capacity there. Anyway, let's look at schools. Well, doctors. That's all good. Could probably move that one up there and see if that fixes it, but it's in that top corner, so we'll leave that. That's all nice. We've got death care aplenty. So I think I might just put another one of these in up here. And we'll put in another police and fire station. Just do it on this road coming in and out over here. Interesting. There, that's what I have to do. And I'll just de-zone that a little bit because I don't want a tiny strip in here. So that can all go. Now we need lots of schools. We've got one down over there. Another one in. We've got one there, so we'll put this one in. Just in this road over here, I think. That's covering all of that area up. Nice. We've got a library down over there, university over here. That should be all sorted. And I'll pop one of those in over here. Pop this one in. Pop it in here, then we have to rejig those trees and stuff a bit. What other things can I pop in? It's a big area. We'll put a skate park in. I feel like that would sort of fit in quite nicely into our big sort of downtown sort of area. We can pop that one in over there. We're going to see if this will work if I move it up that way. Can I make it so it sort of fits in everywhere? Yeah, pop it halfway. And if I put a bit of footpath down that end. Take this one. Get rid of all of this. With that, this. There we go. That sort of matches down both ends. I think that works. We'll leave that over there. It's nice little fit. So we just need to finish up this bit over here. What we probably need is, well actually no, I don't need to. If I come back in here, we've got the elder care on the other side, put a bit of child care in down here. Won't fit in there, but it will. Okay. There we go. Okay, that will go in there. Oh, I know what we need, but we haven't popped in. Need more waste collection in this area. You can see it all sort of building up. And some more bus lines. We've got one coming up here. So just moving that bus line over there to give us a bit of room to get this one through. I'll just bring it straight over to here. Over here so we can get to this side so they can get to the festival ground nice and easily. I think that's where I want to go. Just trying to think of how to position it, and then I'm getting a bit confused now. Why is it going round up there? Surely you can just go straight over. Does both roads go straight over with the arrows? Anyway, yeah. Just trying to decide which way I want to go up through here. I'm going to go up through the middle, and then do a loop around here. Then you've got that footpath going across to that bridge so people can get through to the University and Research Centre. Now I'll just follow back through the way I came. So coming down here. And now I'm getting confused again. Why are you going up that way? I'll sort these out later on once I've
got the line in, and then again over here to pick up from the festival ground.
Update this line. Oh, we need to start renaming all these lines, don't we? Okay, that colour went a lighter red, and it needs to be bendy buses. It's going to be a busy line, I think, this one. I'll rename that in a second, but first what I want to do is get this so it's... Why? So it's coming... This is very bizarre with the way this is all going. I would have thought it would have wanted to come straight across over this way. It's got two straight ahead lanes. What if I do something ridiculous like make that one way that way, that one way that way, there's a little island, little roundabout around those buildings. What's that done to the line? Nothing yet. And this one over here, don't know why you're changing lanes to come. Okay, time to start renaming those bus lines. I think that's the most important. That's a bit to get quickly sorted. Oh, that's the traffic in. Oh, 79. Yeah, still backing up here because all this is new areas, a lot of people moving in. So if we do the bus names. So we do line 10, which is that one. Which is Drew. Research. Centre spelled with a C, come on, really. There we go. It's a busy line, it's all 600 people on it. I wonder where those two, oh, that 200 must be. Oh no, that one's there. More coming over to the over that way. Anyway, so that one's sorted. And then this one. Crew residential. 13 buses on it. I mean, they're not here yet, but let's see. It's quite a lot of people waiting on it. I don't like having 13, that's unlucky. We'll go to 15. So they're moving in. Okay, what I'm going to do is try and fix this with the bus lines and let this sort of build up and develop, and I'm going to consider my next move to be back in a bit. At the moment my income is fluctuating wildly. So at the moment the 25,000 plus is looking pretty good, but sometimes it's dropping down to minus 18. So it's all over the place. It's a standard problem you get with the Industries DLC, where your income just goes up and down and up and down and up and down all over the place. Like sometimes my farm runs losing me loads of money, sometimes it's making me loads of money. But the university is just cranking it out. Look at that for a nice bit of income. That's fantastic. Public transport's obviously losing money as usual, but the buses are raking in. Hopefully when we get the trains all connected up how I want them to, and the city has grown massively, this won't be as bad a loss as maybe it's looking there. and we get a little bit of income coming from tourism, but it's always very hard to actually get a profit out of tourism or to make decent money out of it. Although some of these parks are making a tidy packet with 165 visitors a week, paying $40 to go in, well, 40 whatever it is to get into a park. I mean, it seems like one hell of a rip-off, but a lot of people are willing to do it, and who am I to stop them? Anyway, the traffic here has built back up again. This is looking quite bad. It's sort of fluctuating, sort of being here and up here as a queue. I think it's just because lots of people are still flooding into this area here, and so it's overwhelming this junction a little bit. We've got this one over here, so hopefully some people are going to start coming round or coming in down this way. But so far it's looking good. Okay, so I'm just quickly scanning over where I want to build next. Oh, it looks like our farmland's burnt out once again. Oh, and another fire over there, typical. Doverton on the top form as usual. So yeah, I was thinking more housing in down here and a nice sort of leisure or tourist area down here by the beach, lots of offices, and then sort of joining in down here to the motorway and maybe looping round at the top. But at the moment that would leave an awful lot still coming through this motorway intersection here. I say I could put one in down here, but I think I'll probably have to make by this tile here to get the junction a bit further off this way, so it's not too close to that one or getting too regular with other ones. Oh, another fire popping up. So then looking at what other options there were, and I could still get this tile down here and put like the leisure and the theme park down here, and a little bit more housing and a big portion down here, which I might do. But I want to try and get ourselves up to 75, so we're close to the next level. I've got all this space in here, which I could start building on this side of the train line itself. But again, that has the same problem of bringing a lot through this junction over here. So then looking at other places where I could start putting in. I've got a little bit of space here, but I kind of want to do all of this area here in one hit. So I feel like there's infrastructure and network, and when I build it in, would sort of connect the whole lot together. Otherwise, then you've got these gaps coming up here. So I could come off this road here and do a nice riverfront development along this section here, which I think could look quite nice. Or I've got an area up here I can start putting like another area in on the other side of our forestry area. So there's lots of areas for me to think about, and I'm not quite sure which way I want to go yet. I mean, in here might be a nice idea. The trouble is, it won't get me the necessary 14,000 people that I need, but it would be a good start, I suppose. So maybe I've just convinced myself that this is where I'm going to start building. Yeah, I think in that nice sort of high-tech, is it a high-tech area got along the waterfront? There's like quite a high-tech, no high-rise in this section here. It's along the waterfront, so it's quite a nice area. It's near the other sort of, it's near the forest and the outskirts of town, so it could be a nice little area. We've got some cool rock formations in here though, which will probably end up being destroyed, which would be a shame. I think this is green here is the oil underneath there. Bigger brush to find out, don't I? So I tell you what, there's an even easier way to do it. That, yeah, it is oil. So if I remove this oil, it'll all go back to being the nice green grass. And I'm not going to be using any oil industry in this area.
So I think it would look nice if we smooth this all out first. It's a bit undulaty, so the more smoothly we have it, it'll look nicer and hopefully get the buildings to fit in better. I'm going to try and match it out along the riverbank to sort of match the shape of the river too. I think that will look nice. But yeah, it was a lot more slopey than I thought, so we had to do a lot of smoothing and angling around. We're going to try and move everything around these big rocks here to make features of them. So we'll go around both sides and stuff and just keep filling it in as usual. And of course the usual trick with fences, so we can get nice square areas of buildings. We keep it nice and big. So hopefully we can get that all nice and sorted out nice and right. There we go, and just around here too. I need to think of how I'm going to connect this across. Just keep it nice and simple, straight over like that, and then connect it down over this end too. Lovely jubbly. And then of course the obligatory water pipes. I'm remembering, I know our people have a thirsty water habit, and that's where I hope to try and keep them happy, although I'll probably forget when it comes around to building the next video game, won't I? And then fill it all in, lots of high density, but we're going to use districts on here, and I think the plan is to try and keep this all sort of high tech, so it all looks sort of fairly nice. We just sort of fill in some commercial as well. Give people a chance to do some shopping. Now just be careful around the big rock that we don't we don't lose it when it starts growing up. And then just around here, nice bit of footpath in the middle so people can sort of walk around and stuff and enjoy being next to the rock.
I think it's a nice start so far. Let's start adding some services in.
So we're trying to get everything in the entrance, but now it's just schools trying to work out where the best to have it. We've done fire and the other one, police. No electricity gets low for us there because there's a big gap of nothing. And then we're going to carefully try and get a school down here with a big rock in its garden or play area. Playground, that's the word, playground for the children to play next to. And then we've got another high school over there. I'm trying to get libraries and know a few parks. So carousel on the end over there, next to the river, park next to the library, so it looks nice. So you can come out and you can chill with the books you've just taken out. And then like another basketball court next to the school. It's all looking good so far, and then some more footpaths just here, there and everywhere to try and connect everything together. Encourage walking.
Okay, this is the new area. It's filling in really nicely. Still got lots more growth to come. Still building up little bit by little bit. As we pan along here, we can have a look along the waterfront. Got some lovely little buildings coming in. I'll come back in when the buildings are all filled in. I can then give you a guide, and I might put a footpath along the front and line it with some trees. They can have a nice sort of gentle riverfront, waterfront walk, which I think might look nice. I like the little carousel there. I think that looks good. So yeah, at the moment it's not filling in too quickly, as we have just put in huge amounts of residential on the other end, and now this area here. The demand for new residential is obviously quite low. What we probably need is more industrial looking down at this. I'm not sure what we'll do. I'm in a bit of a decision quandary at the moment, whether or not to add on to the forestry area, try and find a gap for offices, or just drop a new industrial estate in. Either way, I'm sort of struggling with it because I'm not quite sure what I want to do now, or where I want to start putting things in. I'm trying to now think of the bigger picture of when we get all the tiles unlocked and getting into it. Like I could just drop a little bit of industrial into one of these little corners here. Like it's trapped in between the motorway and some busy roads, so it's hardly going to be great land for much else to go into it. I might do a little bit of just zoned forestry in here or something, and have a waste collections facility. Yeah, I think that might work. Just this tiny little area in here, and that will allow these people to come across through here to work. Oh, interesting that we have the there we go. Let's join them together. Although it would have been a useful, well, when they went up at the junction in here, it'll put the crossings in anyway. This bridge might need to be raised up a little bit. It's a bit low to the water. Looks more like a dam at the moment. So I just get those, and I zoom in here, and we go a bit up, and we go, "You raise me up," or whatever the song is. So you do. And down a little bit, up a little bit, down a little bit. There we go. We'll make these banks a bit slopier. Well, not banks, but they're these the approaches. Just slope them out a bit further. There we go. And the same down this side. There we go. And I put a footpath. Just wiggle it in along the waterfront. There we go. Much better. And we can just connect in over here, and there's now lots of access for people to get over and have easy access to work in the forest. Okay, so there's a little bit filling in over here, a bit more filled in residential over here. It's actually looking good. We just need to think of the name of this, don't we? I'm going to go for, after another pub that I know, the pub, well, it was a pub I used to know. It's now an Italian restaurant and it's changed its name. It was the Half Moon. It's sort of like a half moon shape against in the curve of the river there. So we've got that. It's done. This is obviously the Half Moon Lumber. Autumn Park? No. What do you call it? Half lumber? Moon lumber? Moon lumber. Put some trees in the middle over here. Just a few little nice ones. Oh, we don't need that many. Just a few single ones dotted round. going to start this area down here. I'm going to have a look at this traffic across this bridge here, because it was really bad for a while. So it was backed up round over to here. This is now looking a lot better as it's all, well, it's just this bit here. So it is reducing down. Wow, look at this, just the number of buses just pouring into my city. Well, they were pouring out to you now, but just all coming through here. It's a lot of people. Oh, there's someone already in there. That's annoying when you get your bus in and you're holding everyone else up. Now this should all sort of slowly fill up and start doing stuff that you wanted to do. It needs a bit of detail. Probably also needs a bus line to help get people over, so I'll drop one of those in quickly. Usually go red, more red. Red, that'll do. That's a nice colour there. And it's line 12, and it'll be true to offices for now. Okay, that's good. We're closing in slowly on 70,000 people. I know 75 is the target, but we'll get there. It's a slow, steady progress at the moment. But we've got another fire. Oh, here they are. Oh no, the bendy bus isn't the fire engine. Oh, the big tower. Oh. It's not on fire anymore. There's still quite a few people, more people who can keep moving in. Peters Street, got the helicopter. So how many people live in the Drew district now? Nearly 15,000. No wonder this junction here is getting busy. There's a lot of people coming through this area. Anyway, I think that's probably where I'm going to leave it on this episode. It's been a while for me. I know it's been probably quite a quick episode for you, so jump through it all. But in the next episode we're going to start doing lots of new stuff again. Unlocking a few tiles. We're definitely going to hit the target in the next one, as we're only 6,000 off that target. So anyway, until next time, enjoy the rest of your day. Ciao!